Folks, here we're going to take a look at what is inside the Charger 2 as well as some optional accessories that you can purchase. Here we have the main Charger 2 unit itself. Here we have all the cables to install the unit. This is what you'll use to connect the Charger 2 directly to your car battery. You have some additional cables here which will allow you to charge your power station directly from the Charger 2, as well as some additional charging points such as a fuse. The fuse is right here. The new design. So this essentially, assume this was your battery cable, you would put this there, connect the main cable from this here, and the fuse basically sits in between those two. As well as some screws to attach it all down, and the instructions. In addition to all of that, there are these optional cables as well. This cable here will allow you to use the Charger 2 to essentially power external batteries. So think, B300, B300K, B500K. This is the cable you're going to use for that allow the battery to communicate directly with the Charger 2. And if you have this already with your Apex 300, the Hub D1, you can use this as well and connect directly to the Charger 2 and have additional DC outputs. Alright folks, I'm going to show you a video here of how to upgrade your Charger 1 to the Charger 2 using the existing Charger 1 wiring. If you're like me, you already have a Charger 1 in your car, you want to upgrade to the Charger 2 to have a little bit more power output. This is how you go about doing that. So it's a real life situation here. This is my Charger 1. First you want to make sure the circuit breaker is in the off position. And once we have that circuit breaker off, we're going to disconnect the cables from the Charger 1. Use a proper size Allen wrench. Hopefully you still have the one that came with the Charger 1. I did not. Okay. So we're going to move this out of the way. Now using the Charger 2, remove the front cover. Remove the cover. We're going to connect the cables that are currently in the car to alternator, positive and negative. Okay. That sends the power into the Charger 2. Now considering the outputs and additional inputs if we use the PV. I'm going to start with some of the additional cables we have here. Charge, there's that one right here. So as simple as matching up the labels here. So everything is labeled charge, positive, negative, charge, positive, negative. In this case this says BAT, but again this is the Charger 1 cables. In this case it's going to go to alternator, positive, negative. So let's go ahead and connect things up. Alright, we have the charging cable. You would then connect that to this cable here. You can use this to charge a power station, such as the Elite series. You'll see it has the right connector built in. That's not the one for you. You can use the cable that came with the Charger 1. You can purchase this separately. It should be a pretty standard cable. That'll give you this output here. Alright, now we're going to connect the PV cable. So the Charger 2 allows you to power a power station or additional units by connecting solar panels directly to it. So let's connect that cable so it's ready to go. Another optional accessory here, the hub DC Power Hub D1, excuse me. You can see this has different connectors here because it is made for the Charger 2. Let's go ahead and connect that up. Plug in what looks like the RJ45 into the communications port here, so the two devices can talk to each other. Now there's one more slot here for the batteries. So if you have this cable here, this will allow you to use the Charger 2 to charge things such as B300, B300K, B500K. You would use this guy here. A little tricky to connect to the battery cables. Are pretty large, but you can still connect those here. Make sure you're just pinching the metal end, and you'll connect that secondary RJ45 for communications. A little snug here. There we go. See if I can lay this out so you can sort of see what's happening here. Cable from the battery, or they're calling it alternator in this case, is because the alternator is connected to the battery. The output here for charge your power station. PV, you want to connect solar panels to this setup. Like an RV setup, you can have it all flow through the Charger 2. DC Power Hub D1 for additional DC outputs. And then our battery cable here to charge our larger power stations. So what you would do at this stage is put the cover back on, screw it together, clean everything up. And then when you're ready to go, let's flip that guy back on. I would also, in my case, I already have a fuse where the cable goes into the battery. If you do not, use the one that's included in the package. It's a 75 amp. Go ahead and connect that guy up. It's basically a sandwich method. The battery post goes here. The new cable goes on top. You screw it all together, and it serves as a fuse between the two as sort of a bridge. There you have it.